Hello and welcome to the GNamer Forum Podcast. If you're after deep, insightful conversation about video games, you're in the wrong place. But if you want to hear the in-jokes that only 20 people will get, then lap it up. I'm your host, as ever, Luke Summerhays. I'm joined by the huggable Chris Pengilly.
Hello, everyone.
By the lithe but toned Alex Musselwhite.
Hello.
And by the ruggedly handsome Dan Murphy. How are we all doing?
Hi.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, not really much happening in the world of Nintendo for a while, for the last 6 months.
No, but me and you have both been getting out a different podcast regularly, so if there is anyone in the world who listens to this who isn't a member of the forum, then God help them. There you go. But we're back. We're going to chat about some of them there computer games, what you kids like. But you should go outside instead.
Mm-hmm. I like Pokemon Go.
Whee! Topical.
Is it even?
Well, to be fair, I've almost exclusively played Pokemon Go sat in a chair in either Luke's flat or my desk at work, which is right next to a Pokemon hotspot. So I haven't done any walking with it. But
I do live. We did go to school with the first person in Somerset to catch them all.
Oh, that was big news, wasn't it, Luke?
Good old Ben Neal, our old
Ben
best mate. What top bloke he was.
Did he cheat?
No, well, all of them apart from the ones that you literally can't catch yet. And all without leaving Somerset.
He did it all without paying as well, I think. But he got on a bus a lot, I think. So, but he didn't pay for the bus because he has a disability, so he didn't have to, I think. Well, he has epilepsy. So he said it was like the very confusing newspaper article that we got. And this is, by the way, great job on the in-joke. It's literally just me and you, Luke. We're the only people who know.
I didn't think we'd actually go into it at this length.
Look,
I thought throwaway comment and on with them their video games, because there is nothing left about Pokemon Go that anyone could possibly say.
There's not really, is there?
No.
I've sort of stopped playing it, to be honest.
Well, I seen a tweet today or some sort of stat that 15 million people have stopped playing it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this is my hot take. This is my hot take that I've been saving for this exact moment. Would have been better with Digimon.
It would have been better.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. It does. Capturing, or the Argumons, the Gabumons, it'd been great.
Well, no, I always think you'd have one Digimon and it would work like the old Tamagotchis, and then you'd find other Digimon to fight and befriend in the world.
Yeah, possibly.
You save the digital world.
From the digital monsters.
Mm-hmm. So, Smurf, have you done the podcast before?
I haven't, no.
Well, why don't we let you go first? What have you been playing?
Well, funny you should mention it. I've been playing Pokemon Go.
Wait!
I'm not one of the 15 million or however many it was. It's very much probably one of my most played things at the moment. I have a lot of Dross journeys, so I'll make use of that. And I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. It's the first mobile game I've ever truly enjoyed, I think. But it's good. It does get me out of the house. It makes me walk longer distances than I normally would. Doing its job.
Well, that is, like you say, literally the job that it was designed for, so fair play to them.
Very frustrating at times, though. Like, I think in the course of 24 hours last week, I missed out on both a Lapras and a Nidoking. It's bad times.
Yeah, I really like Pokemon Go. I wish the app was better, because then I'd probably have played it more. Because it drains so much of my phone's battery that it actually loses charge while plugged into a computer charging when the app is open. I'm not making that up. That's genuine. And you can't do things like listen to. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can, but you have to have, at least when I was playing it, you had to have the app open all the time to be able to use it, and that made it a bit of a pain if you wanted to listen to other stuff while, I don't know, going places, walking about. But it is really cool. I loved the novelty of seeing my old friends in like supermarkets. That was cool.
Like,
places.
Yeah, but I never really got too into the gym stuff and battling. I mean, Smurf, you might have done that a bit more than me, because I did one gym battle and I got my ass handed to me and then went, "Oh, it's not for me." But I don't know. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it still needs a bit of work, but yeah, it adds a bit more to it. It's nice to,
Yeah.
go in there and still have it there, a few hours later and have it taken over.
Because I think
when you go to a town centre, because you'll just lose it instantly. But
Oh, right.
out of town spots, it's good to build up a good gym.
I see. Because I thought all the battling was based, like, you dodge, but it was kind of based off your GPS strength a bit. Like, you had to move, and then you would dodge attacks. Is that kind of right, or is that completely wrong?
There's you maybe getting confused with the CP, which is the
I might be.
basically. But the dodging does help. Use it right at least.
is it
Okay.
theoretically you can win on skill alone, but really you're going to need stats?
I think skill helps, but yes, that's definitely more important.
There you go then. It's probably why I lost.
But it has all the IDs and everything, so it's you have to work all them out and use the right things, right Pokémon, or build up the right ones.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm really glad it's been made and that it's had such a positive overall, I think, social impact on a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, and
as well.
I see kids walking around talking about Pokemon again, and that's a brilliant feeling. I feel like
they've just. Sorry, go on.
like we recently had the the 80s revival and all those brands are coming back. I feel like we're now well into the 90s one.
Yep.
Pokemon's back, Harry Potter's back, Power Rangers is about to come back.
I was just actually thinking about Power Rangers. I was just reading, because we had a power cut yesterday, so I read the first 4 issues of the Power Rangers comic that came out. So,
Was it good?
So yeah,
yeah, it's pretty good. It's it's following basically the Green Ranger storyline, but it's like modern times. So like Bulk and Skull have like having a web series trying to film the Power Rangers. So, so
the Green Ranger story was the best story
yeah.
because it was the one where a character had a character arc.
Mm.
For the same reason that Boromir is the best in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. True
It's
that.
just the only one who is actually a character. Muss, me old mate, me old mucker, me old
What?
chum. What have you been playing?
What I've been playing. Same thing I literally think this is probably the same thing I was playing the last time I was on this podcast, which is XCOM 2. But I've actually been playing it this time rather than starting it. I've actually completed XCOM 2.
Nice.
So
Top lad,
was-
that man.
it was very good. Literally, pretty much what I said, and I think all those months ago, which is that it's the perfect sequel in the sense that it improves upon and refines everything the original did, while adding, in this case, a real sense of tempo and pace to the game, because you're a little guerrilla squad. You can't stay in there. The aliens have occupied the world, so you can't stay.
Is it a bit Planet of the Apes, is it?
A little bit, yeah. Like the aliens are sort of they've come back,
Gorilla Squad.
and you're sort of the aliens have indoctrinated most of mankind into believing that they're the goodies, and you being the XCOM squad, like, nah, mate, nah, you're not the goodies, are you? Got to kill them. Pretty much how the story goes.
Did you say that you kill the fuck out of them?
I have been known to say that before, and I would say that is an accurate way of describing this game. Got to kill the fuck out of those aliens.
Well,
I mean, you
we're not
basically
getting
got
up on YouTube then.
you got to genocide them.
Topical.
Just can't get monetization, Mass, which I don't think was a big issue.
Ah.
Oh, I could have got over the course of several decades, maybe £1.
So in the entirety of everything I've got on YouTube, which has been about a decade now, I've not made £1.
A question, Muss. XCOM 2
Yeah.
comes to consoles this month. Do you need to play the first one to get the gist of the plot for the second one? And have you had a go of the first one on consoles, and how does it sort of translate?
I actually played the first one on PS3, and I mean, it's all turn-based, so it's pretty fine. You kind of manage a small squad like you would in a Fire Emblem game. So it's not ideal using an analog controller. A mouse would be nicer, but it works perfectly fine. So, control-wise, XCOM 2, I'm sure, will be absolutely fine on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. In terms of plot, no. You don't need to know. All you need to know in the first one is that the aliens invaded and the humans, in the canon ending, obviously repel the aliens, but now they're back and in great numbers.
I thought the plot of XCOM 2 was that you'd lost XCOM.
Oh, is it?
Well, I just assumed as much because the aliens rule the
It
world.
might have been.
And that's how most people's first playthrough ends. So
that would make sense, because the premise of the second one is like the commander, who is who you are. You're like this omnipotent force, the commander, so you command literally everything from the troop soldiers to what you're researching, and characters break the fourth wall to like talk to you directly. In the first one, the initial mission in XCOM 2 is you rescuing the commander from like he's in a stasis pod kind of thing. So maybe it's possible that is actually the canon ending they lost, but now I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention. Long story short, the story.
Not a game you play for the written plot.
Yeah, but it is a really good game. I would recommend it when it comes out.
Good.
What about you then, Chris? Have you been playing anything interesting recently?
Nothing Nintendo-wise. Sort of repeating myself from Pod of War, but playing Peace Walker at the moment. On
People listen to this.
On PSP/Vita.
Good game.
Yeah, pretty good. The controls are pretty awful because obviously the PSP only had one analog stick and only two. Two triggers.
The HD collection version is really nice. It gives you proper twin stick controls.
Yeah, I've sort of changed the controls, so I've got the face buttons and the D-pad changed the other way around, and I got the D-pad mapped to the second analog stick on the Vita. It plays okay, but it's still a little bit awkward. I would like to play the HD version, but unfortunately, it's not backwards compatible with Xbox One, and it's not come to PC. So, gonna make do with that. And it was £3 on the retro sale on PSN, so you can't really moan at £3.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. For my part, I've been playing a fantasy action RPG where you go around and you're hired by people in villages to slay monsters for them. Does anyone guess what I've been playing?
Well, I've read your article, so I don't...
Obviously, that was the joke, Chris! I was going to wait till one of you said one and be like, no, and say the other one. It would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Everyone else got that.
Yeah.
I've been playing The Witcher and Monster Hunter.
You finally started playing The Witcher.
Yeah, it's top stuff. Both of them, I've put in like enough hours to complete most other games, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, but do you still feel like you've absolutely got the stamina to keep going?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, then that's the sign that they're really bloody good then.
Oh yeah, I am fucking loving both of them. It's just like the actual physical tiredness that's stopping me putting more time in.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm
The Witcher so far. Like I don't know where I'm going to invest the time in it, but I really want to play it. Or I'll just have like a week-long session, not turn the PlayStation.
Yeah, I blame the baby boomers.
That is the difficulty with The Witcher, though. You know, it's a really huge game, and to make the most out of it, you've got to kind of play it. And I think it's probably one of those games that's fairly difficult to, if you put it down for, say, a week, and then that turns into a fortnight and maybe even a month, the idea of then go back to it, I don't know if I could have done that. I had to do it kind of as my
That's why I've played a lot more of Monster Hunter, because you can just be like, right, I'm just going to do a 20-minute hunt. And a lot of the time it will turn into like me staying up till 2 a.m. playing with Jas and Jay and Andy. But other times it can just be that 20-minute hunt. I know that if I do need to stop, I can. as The Witcher, I know, like, I'm not going to pick it up if I've only got half an hour. I need to pick it up, and I'm like, right, I've got an evening to myself to just sit down, lights off, video games.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I've avoided Witcher. I bought it like last year in the summer sale, so I've played it for like an hour or something, did like the opening tutorial, and not gone back since, because from the tutorial it's really good, but I know it's going to be like, even just doing the story is going to be like 50, 60 hours without doing the side quests and stuff like that, and it's like, when I'm, having time for that, that long a game, plus obviously other games keep coming out, and it's like, ugh.
Spoiled, aren't we?
Yeah,
Spoiled for choice, but not for time, unfortunately.
yeah, one other game I'm playing at the moment is it's Crash Bandicoot 3.
Good game.
It is a good game, but like back in 1998 when it came out, I would have 105%ed that, because that would be the only game I bought that month. But now it's like, and you didn't get games that often, but now it's like, oh, there's a new game like every day because of like Steam and iPhones and stuff like that. And like you said, there's too much choice.
So what would you give it now? If you couldn't give it 105?
No, because the
7
game.
out of 10?
No,
Two?
no, not 105% was how you could go over 100%. So you got all the
Oh, I see.
crystals, all the
Okay.
gems, all the time trials.
I thought you meant...
No, I meant trying to complete that, and like now I would never 100% a game, because you just haven't got the time, and now it's obviously more about story.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's too many games.
I never really was into platinuming games anyway.
Yeah.
But one thing I do really like about achievements is that they tend to give you an incentive to play the game differently to a way you would have played it before. That's how I look at achievements. I don't look at them as like, oh, I've got to complete this now to get all of them. Just like, oh, that's actually, I've never thought of doing that, and having read the achievement, I want to try and do it. Those are the good achievements.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the famous Red Dead trophy where that's a hog tire laid it to a train track.
Yeah. That was a good achievement.
Not something you usually do.
I mean, I don't know about you, but
Oh, well, hang on a minute, mate. Let's move on to another topic.
yeah, let's. So we've just had a Nintendo direct to us
Yeah.
today. You can take over for this one, Chris.
Yeah,
'Cause,
sure. I've got what happens written down right in front of me. Roughly about 20 things happened. It started off with Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah. Started off with the big one. Spoilers.
Snorlax.
Yes, Snorlax with his new Pancake Attack, Zed moves and stuff like that. I gather we're all excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I mean, it's Pokemon, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I do love a bit of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I've been trying not to look at too much, but absolutely failing at that.
Yeah, well, obviously Nintendo keep putting out their trailers and stuff, showing off new content. It's hard to sort of avoid it, and then people talk about it on social media and stuff.
Next,
Super
light and
Mario.
breezy, snappy.
Okay, Super Mario Maker is now coming to the new, coming to the 3DS, I should say.
Love that
makes sense.
announcement.
Don't know
Great.
why that was ever not the case.
Should have been how it launched, really. It would have made a lot more sense. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
great that it came to the Wii U.
It's a shame for me. It seems a lot like the whole Smash Brothers thing, where it's sort of a lesser game. But I do like the idea of street passing and sharing.
It's just
eating together as well. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I think the connectivity, I suppose, of it makes up for any lack of maybe some features, and the ability to just sort of have a device in my pocket that I could flick open when I'm on a bus and put it away again. I think that's what really makes it for me. It's what I found more difficult about Mario Maker on the Wii U. I didn't know if I'd have that urge to just boot up my Wii U to play 10 minutes of Mario Maker, but on a handheld, I can absolutely see myself doing that.
Yeah, sure. Next one, Mario Party Star Rush with the new Toad mode.
yeah, more Mario Party, isn't it?
Mm.
It looks like a decent one. It looks like they found The weird thing about Mario Party is each new one, it looks like they're finding more and more ways to minimise the amount of time you spend on the board game bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't just get rid of the fucking board game bit.
And just make it Mario mini game something. Yeah.
Like, they know that no one likes that bit, but they feel compelled to, like, leave it in there in some weird way each time, rather than just being like, oh, why don't we just make it a minigame tournament?
I do like the way they've done it at the same time. Everyone, can take their own role and decide where to move.
Yeah. I agree, but it's just like, I like it because it means we're going to have to spend less time doing that bit of the game that is shit.
Next one, we got some classic Zelda amiibo.
I have got all the Zelda amiibos so far. I don't want to stop.
Oh, they look so good as well. The two,
but like,
the two
they're just
amazing.
all characters I've already got in different poses. It's like, stop me.
You're gonna though.
Oh, I know.
Sticking on Zelda, Skyward Sword is now on the Wii U virtual Wii console thing.
Play it, best game ever. I've got it etched permanently onto my skin.
Pikmin, new play control was also came out as well today.
I didn't spot that on the Direct.
No, they didn't have it in the Direct, but it is now up, and if you buy one, you get the other one half price.
I mean, I own them all on disc anyway, but that's nice. I like Pikmin.
Yep. Hyrule Warriors Legend, the 2 last bits of DLC is now out, based on the 2 DS games.
Yeah, nice. I enjoy Hyrule Warriors, and if I was still playing it, it'd be nice to have a bit more.
Yeah, it's an odd one.
Well, I mean, that's more of a Amiga Force game than a Nintendo game, and they always have loads of characters and stuff, so it's just... I mean, I don't think looking at the DLC and Hyrule Warriors points to the way Nintendo is going to approach DLC. It's pretty separate from them.
It has been well sort of priced, though, so... Like, you can buy the season pass like a tenner or something like that, so it's pretty decent.
That is a damn cheap season pass.
Yeah. Next one, Animal Crossing is getting an update and it's getting re-released on cartridge with a special, I gather it's Season 4 amiibo, and it's Animal Crossing Welcome amiibo.
Right. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I literally just last week decided I was done with Animal Crossing New Leaf. And now this.
Yeah, they heard you, mate.
Did you not see this update? We knew about this update about a month ago. But, but not in this...
I don't deal in rumours, Chris Penderley. I deal in facts.
Okay, I think it was a fact like a month ago, to be honest, but not in not as large scale as we know now.
It was a fact like Theresa May's voting record.
Possibly.
The thing I'm wondering about that is they announced an Animal Crossing Direct as well, which I'm curious.
Oh, well, there's meant to be this mobile game coming, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if NX does have a handheld component, I'm sure that'll get an Animal Crossing. So this New Leaf business is really weird.
The Animal Crossing Direct in Japan is 2nd of December, I believe. So, there you go. Next one, Rhythm Paradise Mega Mix, and there's a demo up as well. Anyone interested?
I haven't played it yet, but I'm very interested. I love WarioWare, and I love Muzak, so...
Can anyone tell me if it's got any of the levels from the original version, which is
Yeah, it's got levels from all of them.
That means it's technically got levels from the kind of Sega Dreamcast version. I need to get that.
Now I understand your interest.
I just thought I had to put that out there.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, I did. Next one, Dragon Quest 7 was shown, and Dragon Quest 8 was announced for early 2017.
Yeah, I'm never ever going to have time to play those games, but they look nice.
Yeah, they did look really nice, but yeah, I'm never going to play them, probably. I still haven't even got around to playing Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS, which I bought before I had a new 3DS. And now I can play it, and I still haven't played it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna skip Dragon Quest 7. The PS1 original was, I think it's like 140 hours long. And obviously this has got,
Bloody hell.
and this has got new content and stuff, so I reckon it's going to be more like 160 at least. And Dragon Quest 8 is supposed to be really good, so I'm more likely to skip 7 and go straight to 8 early next year. The only problem.
Well, if I was like 12 and I could only buy one game a year,
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah.
yeah, fucking incredible. That's what it's for.
That's why I loved all those lengthy as hell RPGs when I was younger, because you could just absolutely plow through them.
Yeah, that's what.
And
I was
it
saying,
also would be the one game, like you say, you get, so you'd have to. You didn't have a choice.
That's like I was saying, like Crash Bandicoot earlier. It's like the one game I had, so I had to 105% it. But now it's like, I can play a different game every week, and that's the problem with Dragon Quest. It comes out in the middle of September. There's quite a few games coming. You're never going to have time to play 140 hours worth of game.
Yeah, especially for RPGs as well, because it gets to a point with me where I invest enough time to get a certain length, then I stop playing, and then I just go, well, I'll just watch some of the cutscenes online. That's what invariably ends up happening, because I know I'm never going to come back to them, which is a shame, because I do love the genre. It's just
that's
too
going to be most of
time-consuming.
the problem with 8. Like, it's early next year, but Persona 5 is early next year. Zelda's supposed to be, early next year. Horizon, Mass Effect Andromeda, all sort of RPG/action RPGs. It's like, I'm never going to get around to playing it. But anyway, next item, Picross 3D Round 2, plus the first one is now on the Wii U as part of the DS Virtual Console.
To hear Chris Scullion ejaculate from Scotland.
I've already downloaded it on Wii U. Straight away got that. I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Next one, Street Pass has been updated, and there's, is it 4 or 5 new games? And now the queue's now gone from 10 to 100. So
Come on, yes!
So ideal for like EGX and any events where everyone takes their 3DS. Good times.
Yes. I'm like,
Getting the game
excited.
One of the games is free as well if you do the update. You can either have the stock market one or the...
Yeah, I
Scare
quite like the look of the
Electric
car one, so I'll grab that, see if I enjoy it, and if I do, I might get back on that. Because I, during the Grave incident, I lost all of my other Street Pass games, so I've not really gone back to it. But now they're launching brand new ones, it'll be like, oh, I'll get back in, on the ground floor.
Yeah, sure. We got Tank Troopers.
Looks like World of Tanks, but for people with personalities, so I'm into it.
Yeah, to me it looked like Tank, but a 3DS version, but with character and online.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Could be alright. Could be absolutely terrible.
mm.
Don't know. It's going to go either way, I think.
Yeah, before I go to some of the big 4 hitters, I suppose, we got some other bits. We got a trailer for Phoenix Wright, Sonic Boom, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, 7th Dragon Free Code VVD, Axel and Verge, the Wii U, obviously, Jolton on Wii U, Notitude Love on Wii U and 3DS, Severed on Wii U, and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 on 3DS.
That is quite the list.
I mean, they all looked okay, but I'm not going to play them.
I always get excited when there's a new Phoenix Wright trailer, despite having never played a Phoenix Wright game. I really need to get around and do that.
I keep thinking I need to, because it's been so long since I played the original trilogy, I want to just go back to the start, play through it all, and then if I still have any energy left in me for Phoenix Wright, I'll pick up the new one. They're bloody amazing, even just for the music.
Out of that lot, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse has been in Japan for ages, supposed to be really good, and 7th Dragon Free Code VD came out in America like 2 months ago, and it's reviewed quite well, but it's another long RPG. I think the 2 other standouts are actually on Verge, which obviously came out today on Wii U, and Severed, which was a Vita exclusive, now coming to Wii U. Fantastic game, so that should, everyone should be picking that up if they got a Wii U, because it should translate brilliantly with the damn gamepad.
Yeah, it is one that looks quite interesting actually. So I expect I will pick it. Well, I'll probably pick it up, play it for 5 minutes, think, oh, this is really good, and then never find the time to complete it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse has been in Japan for ages, supposed to be really good, and 7th Dragon Free Code VD came out in America like 2 months ago, and it's reviewed quite well, but it's another long RPG. I think the 2 other standouts are actually on Verge, which obviously came out today on Wii U, and Severed, which was a Vita exclusive, now coming to Wii U. Fantastic game, so that's should translate brilliantly with the damn gamepad. Yeah. Right. So moving on to the big four, we had Yoshi, Woolly World, and Poochie coming to the 3DS.
Yoshi and Poochie and Knuckles.
Yeah, with a Poochie amiibo.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I did quite enjoy it on the Wii U, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm glad other people are going to have a chance to play it.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, lovely looking game.
Yeah. We also got Ever Oasis. No relation to Beyond that Oasis on the Mega Drive, unfortunately.
Yeah, I missed this at E3, but people seem to be quite into it, and it does look okay.
Yeah, it looks a bit like, I want to say Zelda across like a Harvest Moon or something like that. Ish thing. It looks okay. And it's Grezzo, and like, they've done all the Zelda ports, and now they're doing
It's
their
proven
own.
they are competent, like technologically. So I'm excited to see what they give us.
Yeah, no, they actually give us on their own. Then we got Mario Sports Superstars, which is 5 sports in one.
I am bang up for this.
Yeah.
Bit of Mario football, bit of Mario tennis, online multiplayer. Looks slick, looks nice.
Yeah, actual content this time.
Yeah, I really like the look of that. Was there any sort of indication that that was going to be a thing? Because it caught me by surprise, and then I was also like, actually, I'm really up for this. I'm glad this is a thing now.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about it, but
Nope, I've not heard anything either. It just came out of nowhere.
like I was saying earlier, I could do with. Like, people have been trying for a while to bring back like arcadey football games,
Yeah.
and this looks like it's actually going to nail it.
Yeah, sure.
It just seemed to have cancelled out Mario Tennis, I think, it looks like
You are dead quiet again, mate.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it looks like normal Mario Tennis, so it's like they've cancelled it out quite a bit over this whole mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the last few Mario sports games have been a bit like, well, what else is there? These are pretty empty. So I think Nintendo have just been like, they don't think they can get away with releasing them the way they were. So they're just like, right, we'll just chuck all the games into one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sensible
what
way
it
of
feels,
doing
feels like to me. So, yeah, should be good. And then the last thing we ended on, and the big one, is Pikmin for the 3DS.
I know people have been bitching and moaning, but Pikmin as it is was not going to work on 3DS. This was like, it captures the spirit of Pikmin.
Didn't
the feeling
Miyamoto
of Pikmin.
once say that they tried to port it to the 3DS or something before they did the one on Wii U and they said it didn't work or something?
Yeah, this looks like the best way they can capture the spirit of Pikmin on a handheld, and I bet you it's going to be bloody amazing. So everyone can just shut the fuck up. In fact, although, to be fair, all I've actually seen is people moaning about other people moaning about it. I don't know if anyone really is.
It's one I thought people would moan about. Like Chibi Robo all over again.
Yeah, but I don't think it is going to be like that. I think it's going to be a banger.
I like Chibi Robo anyway. I enjoyed that. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah, it does look good. How it's going to be, I think, on 3DS just works. It'll work that.
There you go. Was there anything big in like the Japanese and American ones that we didn't get?
Oh,
Hangers?
is he gone? He's rattled through his list and now he's gone.
Yeah, my work here is done. Farewell.
Oh, hang on.
Right, everyone?
Hello, Chris. How are you doing?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the GNamer Forum Podcast.
I got a few.
Alright.
I got a few other bits apart from Pikmin.
Okay.
The US also had 2 other games shown. They had Yokai Watch 2 and Disney
Okay.
Magical Castle 2.
Did any of you guys get around to playing Yokai Watch?
I started
No.
it, played it for like 10 minutes, and that's about it.
I've not even played the demo I downloaded.
Oh, well. All right, then.
Yeah.
I guess presumably it looks about similar to the first one. but which I thought looked cool, and then like you guys didn't buy / play at all. So there you go.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, and I got a fact, Nintendo did a slides of what was coming every month. So they did September, they did October, they did November, December, right up until the end of the year, what they've got coming. So they're publishing, so Dragon Quest was on it. They showed a whole one Wii U game coming between now and the end of the year, and they showed 7 3/4 3DS games. I'm saying 3/4 because they showed Pokemon twice, Sun and Moon, and obviously the re-release of Animal Crossing.
There you go. Did they get any news about the weird Pikachu detective game?
No.
Because that's why I was watching this direct, and we didn't get a sausage there.
No, I totally forgot about that game, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what happened to that one.
Yeah.
I think, did it not come out in Japan?
Yeah, I think it's out in Japan.
Yeah, it's probably just a nightmare translation job that they're hoping they can get away with.
Yeah, possibly.
That's understandable, if a little disappointing. I'm still overall pretty happy with what they showed. A lot of things that I didn't think I wanted, and now I do.
I mean, they told us it's going to be 3DS games and nothing else, and they definitely delivered on the 3DS games front.
Well, I don't think they really got anything to show on Wii U, have they? So.
Well, no, Wii U is dead, and NX they're not ready with yet. But that would tide me over for the time being.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say with what they're showing is coming. Yeah, if you've got a Wii U, we've got all these games coming. You know, they've got, if you buy both Sun and Moon, and you buy like the release or a new Leaf, or you start playing it again and start buying the Amiibo or whatever, you're going to have a great time on 3DS. But if you've just got Wii U something, you've got Paper Mario. That's it. So.
It's gonna be the best game ever.
It'll be too good. You won't be able to put your Wii U down.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be better than 1,000 Year Door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than every Dreamcast game put together into one huge Dreamcast game. Be better than that.
Yeah.
All the PS2 games. Better. Just gonna be better.
Best game Nintendo's ever made.
The hole in the disc is going to work like the world's best flashlight.
It's going to be the game that finally ends video games and puts them all out of their misery.
Yeah, because let's all be honest, video games are pish.
Why are we even playing?
Yeah, they're rubs.
So that was it. That was the Nintendo Direct. Like I said, we got the Animal Crossing one possibly in December, but until then, we are still waiting to hear about the NX, which is still supposed to be hearing about this year at some point.
I assume that'll be the next big direct.
Or do you think TGS, like that's how they did the Wii?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a big TGS like keynote speech. Like showing, look, Nintendo are back. We're in the spotlight. Look at us. We're the top dogs.
Yeah, and they could bring like Square out and like, well, here's Dragon Quest 11 running on it. Is it? Yeah, 11, and here's Kingdom Hearts 3 or something. And stuff like that. And Capcom obviously could come out and show Resident Evil 7 or something running on it as well. So.
Or they'll just upload a trailer that doesn't make it clear at all what the console is, and they'll just fucking fumble their way through marketing because they don't seem to understand.
Yeah, what's Rufus Hound doing? Can we get him in charge?
Yeah.
Get Rufus in. I think he'd be good. I don't know. I think it'll just be on stores. It'll just be in CEX, like the PS4 Slim. It'll just be there. No announcement. You won't even know what it does because it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
It'll be people like sticking it up their bum. You won't know what to do with it.
They'd be like, why did these come apart? What do I do with these two things?
Wouldn't it be really funny now if it was just GameCube 2?
Oh yeah, but that would be so good. But it won't be. So.
It'd be good for people to play it.
It's like, hi guys, this is Nintendo here. We've got a console. It's got the best fucking graphics. It's got analog sticks. Have a laugh.
And you can carry it around.
That'd be so good. But I think on that note, we're done, unless anyone else has got anything else.
No, I mean, keep listening to Pod of War if you fancy it. Get in on that Monster Mash action.
Yeah. I suppose go back and listen to all 14 Gustus flags, especially if you call Balor. There you go. You get all that
Gestus
sweet lore.
Flasks.
Okay, whatever it's
Because
called.
we guess.
Yeah.
We guess.
Yeah.
And it's the word flask, which is a word.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Yeah.
a feud brewing here.
Mm.
If the word flask or flask.
It was Gustus Flag, he said.
Did he? Augustus Flag?
Inventor of the flag.
He could have his own wiki page, old Chris Pengilly. His old Pengillians, or whatever you call them. He just changes words to not mean anything.
Yes, that's true.
I approve of this. I will not copyright flag you if you decide to make this. He's getting too big for the show now. He's going to create another podcast.
Yeah.
You'll be able to keep him here, Luke.
All the podcasts. That's all we're going to do is podcasts from now on for every video game franchise.
Every single subject. Chris Pengilly's podcast.
Yeah.
The Chrysophon.
Yeah, we're going to have the fucking Nami podcast soon. It's going to have no content on it.
It's just going to be you for a minute saying fuck Konami. But probably saying it wrong, because that's how you say words.
That is your shtick.
Incorrectly.
It's good
Well, I
thing
look forward
you're
to
not
those.
a wizard, because you would not be very good at the flu powder.
I don't get it because of Harry Potter. Sorry, I don't like Harry Potter.
Wow.
I'm done here.
Thank you.